A case that has garnered national attention continuing to unfold in an Athens courtroom. An illegal immigrant charged with the murder of a college student. The trial for Laken Riley's death resumed this morning after opening statements began Friday. This is in case you missed it, so we want to take you back to last week, day one of a recap of that trial.
And he went hunting for females on the University of Georgia's campus.
On Friday, the state started strong, telling Judge Patrick Haggard that both DNA and video evidence proves Jose Ibarra killed Laken Riley while she was running on UGA's East Campus on February 22nd. Prosecutors say the same morning, a UGA grad student called 911 to report a peeping Tom, the man dressed in dark clothing and drinking from a white styrofoam cup, was caught on surveillance video trying to break into that student's apartment. That building in close proximity to where Riley was found dead hours later. Police also found that styrofoam cup between the two scenes with Ibarra's DNA on it.
Ma'am.
One of the more intense moments of the day came when the state played body camera video from the campus police officer who found Riley dead. He testified that her jacket had been pulled above her chest and her leggings had been tugged down. Later, prosecutors played a ring camera video captured by Ibarra's neighbor showing a man tossing items into a dumpster and shoving something else into a bush. Police found gloves and a jacket with both Riley and Ibarra's DNA. The defense poked very few holes in the state's arguments Friday as their Spanish-speaking client listened to his translator through headphones, only saying this during opening statements.
The evidence in this case is very good that Laken Riley was murdered. The evidence that Jose Ibarra killed Laken Riley is circumstantial.
Chelsea Beimfor, Atlanta News First.
And again, we are going to continue to follow that trial. But hey, I want to talk about this one. A man is making it his goal to create change for Atlanta's so-called water boys. His mission more timely after someone was shot on an I-20 exit ramp during a fight with a group of young men selling water. Atlanta News First Blake Devine talked to the group that's helping hire these teens in an effort to get them off the streets.
In Piedmont Park, you'll find Reggie Elliott Jr. scooping and selling Italian ice. The 19-year-old from Southwest Atlanta used to make money selling water at busy intersections.
It can be dangerous because you got other people that want to be, that's money hungry. They want more money than you, so they want to try to take what you got.
Eventually, he realized his safety was bigger than a bottle as water became colorful ice.
As I got older, I started to realize selling water is not like always good. So I feel like I needed a job. I needed more money coming in. I needed something consistent.
Ian Elmore Moore is the owner of Glaciers, who not only hires former water boys like Reggie, but also mentors them.
I saw the young men's passion to earn a living, but I saw them going about it in a negative way. It wasn't structured, it wasn't organized. And it was kind of dangerous, right? They're selling on the off-ramps of busy highways.
He created this youth entrepreneurial program to help these boys build a better future.
We have to curtail the violence around it and put some parameters around it. So we look at ourselves as the alternative to the Atlanta Water Boys.
No longer standing on the street, hustling to survive. Reggie says this has been the best year of his life, now focused on building a better community.
Just like the opportunity somebody help me, I feel like I should give back. That's what I want to do. I want to give back and help out everybody else. Yep. Yeah, tell your parents about the program. Here y'all go.
Blake Devine, Atlanta News First.
And Spirit Airlines filing for a bankruptcy protection. The airline says that guests can continue to book and fly as normal as it restructures its debt. Because of the filing, the company expects its common stock to be canceled and have no value. Spirit was left with little options as it faced mounting losses and $3.1 billion in long-term debt, and not great news as we get into the holiday season. I want to talk a little bit about what's been going on around the holidays with all of the travelers we have at the world's busiest airport. So I want to bring in Atlanta News First morning anchor Gurveer Dinza to help me talk about that.
Hey, good morning, Maria. You know what? So Thanksgiving is what? Less than 2 weeks away, right?
It's coming up fast.
But people are already traveling. Like some people got to jump on their holiday travel. So we want to talk a little bit more about that because happening tomorrow, Hartsfield-Jackson, Atlanta International Airport officials are going to be giving an update on how they're getting ready for that big Thanksgiving crush of passengers. They're going to be holding a news conference to talk about the nearly 4 million people who are going to come through the airport between this Thursday and December 3rd. Of course, we know that Delta Airlines is our local airline, right? Home based here. And they're also bracing for record Thanksgiving travel. The Atlanta-based airline estimates it's going to serve 6.5 million people between this Friday and December 3rd. So a lot of people, that's actually a 5% increase from last year. So a lot of people deciding that they're going to be headed out to see family and friends for the holidays, specifically for Thanksgiving. Now, let's talk about what AAA is expecting. AAA says nearly 80 million people are going to be traveling this Thanksgiving holiday. They do expect this year to exceed pre-pandemic numbers. We saw a huge decline in those numbers for a couple of years after the pandemic. And AAA says that it's going to people are going to set records for air travel as well as for driving. Data says the worst time for you to travel by car over the Thanksgiving holiday is the Tuesday and the Wednesday afternoons before Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, and maybe the best time to travel is maybe Thanksgiving morning, right? I'm planning on working. So we'll be traveling the day after Thanksgiving, which is fine too, you know.
A lot of people are talking about doing it on the weekend instead, which is smart
right.
to avoid all the chaos.
I mean, really the bottom line is, you know, we always say Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving. The bottom line is as long as you're spending time with family and friends, no matter when that is your Thanksgiving, right?
Truly.
So that's pretty good. So let's talk about looking ahead.
Getting ready for Thanksgiving.
Not just Thanksgiving, but Black Friday after, and then shopping leading into to Christmas. The National Retail Federation says a record 183.4 million shoppers are going to hit stores in person and online for Black Friday and also for Cyber Monday. Experts say despite the trend of holiday sales moving earlier and earlier, this year's Thanksgiving shoppers are going to top last year's number of 182 million. And the top reasons to shop, people are saying, are the holiday deals. And it seems like every year those deals do start earlier and earlier. I think Amazon's deals start on the 21st.
Yeah.
So just in a couple of days.
Companies are trying to get ahead of it.
Yeah.
You know what? It works on me at least.
It does for me as well.
I will be one of those Black Friday, Cyber Monday shoppers. Hey, speaking of things to get ready for, November 22nd, you're going to want to mark your calendar because there is this fantastic light show that you are not going to want to miss. Atlanta News First is a proud partner of Magic of Lights. It's a drive-through display that runs through January 4th at Dixie Speedway in Woodstock. You can buy your tickets now on atlantanewsfirst.com. I have the link for you right there on your screen. The prices are per car, not per person. So it's a fantastic opportunity to grab your family, your friends, your coworkers, your dog. Last year I went with my dog and it was amazing. She loved it. So it really is just a enjoyable time to drive through some remarkable lights, enjoy the light show, get into the holiday spirit, and have a wonderful several weekends to look forward to that this will be going on. November 22nd is when you're going to want to make sure you keep an eye out. And again, this runs through January 4th. So go to atlantanewsfirst.com. We have a full link for you. And make sure you download the Atlanta News First app. We are keeping you up to date on all the stories you may have missed here in Atlanta and beyond. Have a great